to South Mountain Creamery Farm. I am FARMERMINN. This is a new map out today, the 2nd day of August 2018. We are taking a little tour around South Mountain Creamery, which is an interesting map to say the least. I kind of feel like a little mixed bag as I try to stay in the lane about this map. It has got some very, very cool features to it. Very, very good in detail. Maybe lacking in other aspects of it. But let's just take a little tour around this new map out by BlackSheep Modding, who have been known for excellent maps, great detailed maps, very playable maps, fun on different aspects of this map. But this map here, South Mountain Creamery, as we come into the farm, is a map based on a Maryland farm. A main farm that takes all animals with a detailed landscape. Chop straw is available only in the PC version of this game. This is Seasons Mod prepared, Seasons prepared. And interestingly enough, what I find fascinating about this is a real place, a real farm, based on a real location. So we're going to go into that a little bit. I'm just going to pull up in here into the main farm, and we can get out and take a look, and then we'll take another little detailed tour around of this map. I'm going to show you some of the features, and I know that this map has been out pretty much all day today. You probably have seen lots of videos on it. I had a little bit of trouble getting this map downloaded from the server on the PlayStation, so I had to wait a long time. And between baseball and stuff like that, so it took me a while to get this out and get a look at this map. But it is interesting. I do have to say, it is interesting, and like I said, I do have some mixed feelings about this map. I'm just going to pull off to the side here, and we'll get out and we'll take a look around. First of all, let's have a little look at the South Mountain Creamery Farm, which, like I said, is a real place, a real farm. And right now up on the screen, I'm going to show you an aerial view of this area here, which would include the kind of the storefront area as well as the farm setup, and I'll put that up now. So, there you have it. Pretty interesting stuff, and as you can see, they did a very good job trying to duplicate the area. Now, if you were to take a Google Earth image of this farm, certain aspects of it are going to be identical, while others are going to be a little bit different for the map and the playable features to the map. But, starting off, interestingly enough, I do have to say this. I was talking to Happy the other day, and if anybody that watches any of my videos and live streams knows who Happy is, and he was telling me that he was taking a road trip from his farm in Delaware and heading to Pennsylvania to go to a softball tournament, and he passed a sign that said South Mountain Creamery just the other day. So, interestingly enough, if you go and do some look on South Mountain Creamery, it was established in 1981. Their slogan is fresh from our farm to your home. So pretty interesting stuff. They do home delivery, they do wholesale accounts, they do rentals and events, either on their farm or at your location. And they're very giving in the charitable department as well. Who they are, from what I understand, it'd be two families that make up South Mountain Creamery. Basically, they are a dairy farm. They bottle their own milk. They make their own butter, yogurt, and ice cream. So yeah, sounds pretty yummy. They support 3 generations of a family farm and nearly 200 local sustainable farm families. So they have grown over the years, especially their home delivery business. Information about the farm, you can go, but it was started by Randy and Karen Sowers back in 1981. They rented the land. They took out a loan to buy 100 cows. By 1987, they had purchased the home farm of 100 acres. By 2001, they had their own farm on a farm dairy processing plant, which was the first of its kind in Maryland. Today, the Sowers family owns and farms 2,200 acres. South Mountain Creamery milks 550 head, raises over 100 beef cattle each year, and has, astonishingly, 16,000 laying chickens. Awesome. 3 generations now work on the farm. Tony and Abby Sowers, Brusco and Ben and Kate Sowers now run it. It is a vital component of the local economy, where they employ over 75 people. So very interesting. And when I first came on here, I was noticing people just kind of walking around everywhere. But interestingly enough, they do have a spring festival every year where hundreds of people gather on the farm. They walk around the farm, they see the animals, they feed them free yogurt and ice cream. So it's kind of a big deal, and very, very cool little story behind that. I highly suggest that if you're interested in that, you go to southmountaincreamery.com and look that up. But yeah, that is pretty cool. You know, I remember in the old days growing up, we had a milkman. Milkman that came to the house in a milk truck, delivered milk. And ironically, you know, when you look about the South Mountain Creamery, they delivered to nearly 9,000 families. I mean, you know, dairy, meat, eggs, organic produce, bakery, pantry items, milk, butter, salsa, online soups, homemade soups, healthy snacks, local career meals. I mean, it's very, very interesting, and I kind of find it fascinating. But anyways, with that said, let's take a little look around. You notice that the kind of the main farm and the storefront is on one side of the highway here, and the other buildings along with the sheep are on the other side of the building. So that is pretty darn cool. The chickens we pass are up there. We will see them here after a while. But before we get too carried away, let's go in here and look at the map. So here's the map of South Mountain Creamery Farm. You can see their logo in the upper left-hand corner there. So looking at the map, I am right down here in the southwest portion. This is the main part of the map. Here you have the sheep on one side of the road where we are, the other side of the road, the cows, the pigs, and the main farm with the store. From what I can gather, there are 42 fields on this map. You start with right here next to the farm, 26, 27, 28, which are kind of split up by 2 drainage ditches, so that could be combined into one if you so do desire. And that is corn at the moment if you start this game without seasons. And then you also have field 42, which adjoins the pasture, which is a pretty big grass field, as well as 29 right up here. Tiny little thing right up there. But that is kind of the layout. You do have what they call a horses farm, which should be interesting if this gets moved over to FS19 with the addition of horses. So that's something to keep in mind there. The Stantons Sawmill here. So if we went clockwise, the Stantons Sawmill, and then up in the upper corner, you get the BGA. Then you have the Goldcrest Pacific Grain. You have the shop. You have an egg sell point, a grain tower sell point. There's another bale sell point here with fuel there next to 29. And then coming down to the bottom southeast portion of the map, you have kind of a town center here with Mother Earth and the spinnery sell point as well. You have a huge forest right here in the middle of the map, as well as some forest on the outlining area. So there are lots of logging opportunities on this map. So yeah, you do have some water. You do have a lot of bridges to cross. I'm trying to think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe bridges. You kind of have a main river that comes into the grain towers, and then you have a little lake there with some more water coming down here towards Mother Earth and going outside the map. So that is there. From what I understand is you are not able to get water out of that, in case you are wondering. So that's kind of the layout of the map. Very interesting layout. And like I said, if you go online, you look at a Google Earth image, you're going to see that it is very similar. especially where you have the main farm here kind of coming up to the northeast. Some stuff was added here on the southeast, but this forestry area is kind of there, and then some things were added in here as well. But interesting enough, go take a look at that. Going through the stuff here, as you can see, you have the Biogas Plant, the Gold Crest Pacific Grain, the Grain Towers, the Horses Farm, Mother Earth, Spinnery, and Stantons Sawmill, which we looked at. Your various sell points, prices, what you can expect, about average for a normal game mode. You do have some stuff in the silos there. You can see just your main crops. Nothing else in there as well, so that is there. All your equipment is fairly new, and you have nothing leased. You do have a $75,000 loan to start on normal mode. You have no animals to begin with. And get this, your silo has a capacity of 3 million. You betcha, there are 6 zeros there behind that 3, so 3 million in your silo. So that is that, and that is the silo system right there, which we'll go into here in a little bit. Now, the question is, what do you start with? If you go into the garage, interestingly enough, for American map, for a Maryland base map, and in case you don't know, the South Mountain Creamery is near Middleton, or well, I think the address is Middleton, which would be just north of Harper's Ferry, kind of northwest of Washington, D.C. So for a U.S. map, you have a Hurleyman and 2 Deutz-Fahrs. I wish that would be more sticking with the location of the map, but you do. You have a Hurleyman, 2 Agrostar Deutz-Fahrs, you have the Case 1455, you have a SX 210 Twin Star, a 1660 Axle Flow Combine with a straight header, you have the Amazon Cultivator, a Kuhn Plow, Great Plains Seeder, Breedall Fertilizer Spreader, you have a Garant Slurry Spreader, you have a Weight, the pickup truck, which is right next to me here. Interesting enough, you have a load loader. You start off with a low loader and the power washer, and that is it. Now, keep in mind, if you start with seasons off, you have 3 cornfields that are ready to go, and you have no corn header. So, plan ahead accordingly. Plan ahead, I say. So, before we get into the main farm here, let's go on this side. And I wanted to point out a few things. You see a hawk, eagle, flying above the sky. You'll see the reflection in the ground if you just caught it there. And there is probably a reason why that is circling the farm and also the airplane. There is a fast-moving single-engine aircraft flying across the skyline there, and you will see that from time to time. But anyways, yeah, so you got the airplane there, and you have the hawk flying. Interesting enough, there are a lot of cool animations and little things on this map that kind of stick out. And the hawk is flying because if you pay close attention, you will see a mouse cruising by here. I noticed that it started way down here, came along the edge, and then it comes in here, it crosses up here. It kind of scoots in here a little bit, and then it goes into the middle area, out the back. I chased it for as far as I could before I finally lost it. And it went out into the pasture, way away, came back in, went into the back of the buildings here. And then I'm assuming it makes a loop. But it's kind of cool. You're standing here, and then all of a sudden a little mouse comes, there goes the airplane again. Must be right in the flight path to the airport or something. Heavy airplane traffic. There it goes again. But yeah, the mouse is pretty cool, and maybe I will, you know what I could do? I could just pause here for a second until it shows up, and then be back with you, and we'll take a look at that. Okie dokie. Here goes the mouse. Boy, he is just cruising right along here. There he goes. Hello. See you, buddy. Don't get caught by that hawk there. Yeah, the little mouse will cruise through here, and then he'll turn back around and he'll come through the little picnic area here. Yep, there he goes, scaring all the people. Oh, don't step on him, buddy. Careful there, mouse. And he goes through the back, out the back.
Howdy, partner.
Hey, howdy to you too, buddy. Good to see you. When you get near the store, you're going to hear the jingle. South Mountain Creamery, Milkman. I mean, it gets in your head after a while. Probably could be a little annoying after. Oops, sorry, buddy, I'm in your way. After a while, but it is what it is. It's okay. I don't know if I said this before, but there are a lot of different sound effects on this map, so you kind of got to get used to it. But yeah, little South Mountain Creamery jingle will be there. But what I mean by detail is it's kind of all over the map. The small little details. Here is the sign out front, South Mountain Creamery, fresh from our farm to your home. That is pretty cool. I'm going to show you the actual photo of this, and that'll pop up on the screen now. So yeah, so that is an actual photo right out here. So they did a darn good job replicating it. Stars and stripes in the background here. You can see the little milk jug was kind of rolling around here. They're not very clean here. They don't throw their trash away. Here you got some soda cans, whatever.
Hello.
Oh, there it goes. Hello to you. Hello to you. Good to see you. How you been? Yeah. So that is pretty cool. You enter the store here.
Hello.
Hey, and if Golf Cart Jockey is watching, Golf Cart, you don't need to try anymore. She's already given me her phone number, so you can just hang back and that's what it is. But anyways, you can kind of walk into the store here. There are doors that kind of go in and out of here all over the place, and this one opens up. And I'll show you what I mean. You can go outside here to the back, kind of the street here again. So you can kind of pull it around with that. Oh, you got a package at the door there, guys. You better get that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So this is part of their store. You can get some ice cream here. You can get some drinks, some yogurt, whatever you may need. But kind of, you know, look at the signs though. You know, $1.25 for a kitty scoop or kitty ice cream. Not too shabby. Credit cards must be in a different kind of a language there, but that's okay. Can't have everything, you know. Little goodbye, welcome. Oh, sorry, buddy, I'm in your way. Pretty nifty. There you go. Another little menu there. So yeah, business hours 8 to 5. But yeah, so that's that. And like I said, people are friendly. She said hello too. You know, water closet. Water closet. That's interesting. There you go. But yeah, so like you can kind of get around. And nuggets. I think I forgot to say that. There are nuggets on this map. They're laying all over the place. You will find them very easily, I would think. And my good friend Golf Cart Jockey, if you go to his channel, he did a video on finding all the nuggets. So check that out if that interests you. Like I said, there's all kinds of doors leading in and out of here. We'll just go through, well, let's see. Let's go out this way. It'll be kind of easier to get the hang of it here. Hey, how are you? Yeah, so on the other side of the farm here, the store, I should say, you come into the farm. And, you know, the details by placing these things here, you know, parking, visitor parking. So that's pretty darn cool, I think. Right in here is, interestingly enough, is your silo drop-off point. Right here. In this sliding door. You can tip your grains into there, and that'll go into the silo. You can retrieve them just underneath this pipe right here. So that is pretty darn cool. Coming around the other side here, you will see that you do have another, and if you have the hazard warning things on, you're going to see them here. This is another drop-off point, and this would be for your hay, for your straw, and for your grass. Right here. So these silos do hold those things as well. They hold a bunch of things. And your main crop, sugarcane, I think, too. Hay, straw, grass. I don't know about the root crops. You can figure that out. But they do hold the other stuff as well. So this would be for your crops. That is for your hay, straw, and grass. This silo here, interestingly enough, is the seed refill point. So you notice the tractor and the seeder are parked here. You would be able to fill your stuff there. I wish on council we had the ability that we'd have to fill these first, you know, before you can just have an unlimited amount in there. But it is what it is. That's okay. Coming around this side, you have some more storage here. Here you do see a plow. This is a fertilizer refill point. However, I haven't tried it if it's both liquid and dry, because on the other side back here, I'll show you, there is the tractor with the Gradual that is all ready to go, and that is for dry. So, and I haven't checked this. I'm just kind of assuming it is, but we'll see. So you have some open storage there. Then you come around to this side, and you have got some monster, what am I trying to say? silage bunkers. There you go. There are 5 of them here. So you have plenty of silage to be done. And on the back side here, the 3 fields that you own are all corn. They are all ready to go. Pretty cool how you can just come to the back side of the bunker here and tip in there, all ready to go. All ready to go. That's got to be, I don't know, 2 million a piece. So about 10 million liters in capacity. That's pretty interesting. On this side here, you have some cows. You do have static cows. Now, some people like static cows, some people don't. I happen to be one of those virtual farmers that, I'm not a big fan of static cows. I really am not. But they're there. You know, they add just a little bit to it. Here you do have, like they added to the Valley of the Old Farm, the little, I mean, they're cute. Come on, they're cute. The little baby ones here. So that's pretty neat. Your slurry refill point is right there. You do have a slurry pit here, but as you see, the tractor and slurry spreader are parked right there, ready to go. Coming around here, you will see, which is interestingly enough, you do have the cows here. Here would be the manure point. You know, added detail in the the tractor sitting here, all the other stuff. You got some other stuff here as well, but here's kind of the entrance into the cows right here, because here is your buy point right there. Now the cows can walk freely. At first I was telling Happy this is a Texas crossing. This is not a Texas crossing. If anybody knows what they call a Texas crossing, cows could not get across it. But this would go out to the cow pasture, which interestingly enough goes right into field 42. There's a fence, but it ends like halfway across. So the cows, would just be realistically able to go in there. But use your imagination. That's okay. So here are the cows right in there, and they can easily move in here. You do have some what I would call like little channel gates in here where the cows can get around. Right next door, this is the pigs right in here. So this would be the pigs in here. The pig buy point, I believe, is right here. Yep, there's the pigs, so you could buy pigs there. Manure. This gate does open up as well. I mean, we all played this game long enough. You can go in here. You'll be able to see where the water goes and where the straw goes and the feed goes. So yeah, so you can all tell the difference between that. This is not a tutorial, so to speak. On the back side of the store here, you do have some open storage area there as well. And like I said, these little doorways here, this would lead back to the back sidewalk. There she goes again. Hello, I'll call you later. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. This is an interesting water trough for the cows, though, I do have to point out. I like that. I like that a lot. That is pretty cool. And of course, that just goes back out to the main street. But let's just keep going this... Oh, there's that hawk. Got to watch out for him. Let's just keep going this way. On the back side of the store, you do have some doors here which open up. And open up. There you go. So you do have some storage in here, which is pretty darn nice. Light switch over there. And I don't know if we've been through this door, but this would go to the back side too. So like I said, you can get... Oh, to the street? This one go to the street? Yep, to the street here. So you can easily get in and out of there. All these delivery vans, you see these all over the place. Holy buckets. They are everywhere. Power washer there, a little wash pad there. So that's kind of cool. At first I was a little turned off by the whole, being all close-knit here and everything. But it's kind of growing on me. I kind of like that. I kind of do. Another nugget there. So yeah, so this is the backside of your cows, your sheep. You got more storage there. Like I said, here was your one tractor with fertilizer. I'm assuming this is going to be seed too. Seed and fertilizer refill points here as well. Well, it has to be. The tractor's sitting here. If you got in there and went that, yeah, you're filling fertilizer. Here is the cow pasture here. And interestingly enough, grass will not grow in the cow pasture, which kind of was the way it should be, I suppose. The cow are out here grazing on it. So if you did want this to grow, you'd have to plow it and seed it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, little windmill there. I think it does make some cool creaking sounds. Yep, it does. Cool creaking sounds on the windmill. That is neat. You know, more added features in here, more detail to it. Coming up the backside, you do have a house here, and this new BSM shed that came out not too long ago. You know, you do have the side door right here, which this one will open up as well. And this is your workshop. Pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Here you can customize and sell your equipment. I don't know if this thing... This must work. Must be the same one like it's on Welker's. Yep, there it goes up. This is the same one that's on Welker? No, this is a little different one, isn't it? Up. Well, you don't have to hold it down because I am... Oh, now you do. Up. Circle up, square down. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Circle up, square down. So yeah, you do have a lift there. That's pretty cool. You do have lights in here, and of course these bifold doors, I call them. We call them. We have one of these on our shop. Bifold doors, hanger doors, some people would call them. That's pretty cool. It goes up and down. We've all seen that. If you've seen that building out, that mod out in a little bit. One last thing we'll check over on this side. This is probably my favorite thing on this map is the chicken coop. We're just going to have to jump across the pond. And another thing I should point out when doing this is that you will hear ducks in certain places. And I can't remember if this is one of them. Because there are ducks. There they are. There you hear the ducks. I think I saw 2 ducks across the road. Let's jump across the road real quick. Now that I think about it. Yeah, there they are. They look more like decoys, but they're ducks. They're ducks. There you go. Little green heads. Little mallard there. So yeah, I do have ducks. Sound like they got a frog in their throat, but that's okay. This is a chicken coop, which I think this is awesome. You are going to have a door here. Whoa, that flies open in your face. Careful there, door. Yep. You're going to have another door here, which opens up. And then you have one that goes into the chicken coop, and this thing is just cool. And I've been talking to some people, especially Happy, who farm on the East Coast, and they say this is exactly like theirs. In my neck of the woods, we would have these more for like a turkey barn. But look at the little chicks. They're little chicks running around. I think that is just cool. I think that is cool. You got a big chicken barn here. I could never get through these little slats here. So you might have to go out the big door to get out. I think so. Kind of go up the side here. But yeah, this is cool. And there's a nugget there. I don't know. Are they the eggs? Ooh, hey, look at that. Eggs. Maybe the eggs all come in here. Wouldn't that be nice? You don't have to go walk around here, but we'll go out here and check it out. And we will see. There's eggs out here. Maybe there's not. Maybe they all go in there. Wouldn't that be nice for you that like the egg hunting? Yeah, so there you go. That is a chickens. Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool, I say. Look, sorry, chicks. Across the road here before the bridge, you do have a little side here. You have some static cows out there. So, you know, it adds to the feel of it. I get it. I understand that. And maybe that's so. Private property. No trespassing. Here you have some more storage if you ever find a use for this. It does look like the neighbor does have some cows here. You can get up the ladder. So that's pretty cool. You know, there goes another one of the South Mountain Creamery trucks out delivering the goods. So yeah, so that's pretty neat. I'm just gonna jump off. Yeah, so that is kind of. Oh, we didn't do the other side. We didn't do the sheep. We'll go do that real quick. You are gonna notice that there are a lot of houses on this map, which I like. Oop. Tractor, boy, that guy's got some saw tires. Kind of almost looks like a saw. That's okay. On the front side of the shop here, you do have some more storage, and there you see another one of your tractors, one of your Deutz-Fahrs with the cultivator. Pretty neat building. I like it. I like that building a lot. More added detail to it. It looks like it's a functioning, used, been here a long time kind of farm. On the front side of the store here, you do have these buildings, which open up. Don't go to the back side. I kind of wish there was a door here to go to the back side, but they are on the front as well. Yeah, so we come along here, There's your power washer, reval bin here. On the other side of the road is your sheep. And another one of the BSM shed buildings there. So your sheep are pretty simple. They are just kind of right here in this building with a grazing pasture off to the side. I believe this is their entrance. Yep, there you can buy your sheep. This gate does open. Cool water trough in the middle there. I like that. And the sheep do have a separate building, which is pretty darn neat. I like that. And I believe you can open up these doors here. Yep. And you can just drive right through, clean them up, drop off your stuff, and you're good to go. I kind of like that. I like that here too. Yep. Very nice. Up there you do have some extra parking with your truck and low loader. I don't think there is anything in this building. Now why aren't you going up door? Oh, apparently you gotta be on the button there. There you go. Yeah, there's nothing in there. It's another one of those sheds that is there for you. I think that's just there for decoration. But that is that. So that is how that pretty much goes. That's kind of the farm. You do have a little bit of a placeable area out here. And I should also point out that this is the placeable area right here. Or I mean in the reset area. So if you had something to reset something, it would spawn in right here. So pretty nifty. I don't think I forgot anything. The cows, the pigs, we did the silos, the free field points. Yeah, I don't think that we forgot anything there. So we're gonna hop in our pickup and we're gonna take a little tootle around. Take a little tootle around. Now, I did find a few things that were kind of off. But to be honest with you, nothing that would really turn me off. Another silo there, but I think that is just for show. If you go up this road to the back side of the bunkers, you do have a little scale that you could go across, so that's kind of cool. Right now, if you look at the map, we are going to head south, and we're going to do this clockwork motion here, okay? And we're just going to head south, and we're going to go around and show you the different thing. The first thing we come to is the horses farm, which is just basically a big red barn. It's also a sell point, I believe, and right here next to the Livestock Market. So people walking around in here. So when you come into here, here is the horse facility. I'm assuming this is a manure buy point right here. The big red barn. You do have some, I think this is a sale point as well. Yep, right here. So this is a sale point for bales. And you do have some more, no you don't have, these are static equipment. You know, you see a lot of these Fent tractors around here, and it's like the textures are off a little bit. So maybe that'll be fixed in future updates. They just don't kind of, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, this is the horses farm, and there you go. Oh, wait, horses. Oh, I lost the horse. Oh, here they are. Horses here. I don't think that this gate opens. Nope. But here's the horses. I actually think you could even jump on top of one, can't you? Oh yeah, let's go for a ride. Giddy up. Come on, horse. Let's move it. Nope, apparently not. Okay. Nope. So that's the horses farm. On the other side, the back side here, is the Livestock Market, which we will go check out. Just down from the horses farm is the Emerson's Livestock Market right in here. And you know what I like about it? I mean, look at the detail around to it. It's not just a building plopped down. I mean, they have detail. There's people walking around here. The flag is blowing in the air. They have cattle trailers on each side. You know, a couple of our delivery trucks there. A tractor, a pickup. The buy point is right here. Gold nuggets. I mean, it makes it look like it is a real functioning livestock market. You come along the back side, next to the porter potties. Here you have kind of the corral of animals here. Yes, they are static, but and a wall. So which is interesting enough is that you get to these points where it's a wall. So if you look on the map, you're going to see we are right on the bottom part of the map, and that shaded area on the outside is a wall. You cannot get by it, which makes it nice for the map, the aesthetics of the map, because you cannot see just a fake wall. It looks like it keeps going and keeps going, but eventually you'll just hit a border, and this is one of them here. So that is what it is. More houses in here next to the livestock market. Another little cool added feature, it looks like there are some buildings under construction right next door. That's kind of neat. Don't go into the pit there. Nope, they're digging a basement there, pouring a foundation. There's a house being built. Interestingly enough, I was walking around here, and you can actually go in the darn thing. Here's the stairs. Nugget, you know, you go down underneath. Yeah, pretty cool. Was there a nugget down? Yeah, there was a nugget down here. 2 of them, yeah. So that is pretty interesting. There you have it. Come on, get out now. I almost got stuck in there. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Little added detail. It changes the flow of the map. And of course, people walking around, more houses. Whoops! Oh, I hit the garbage can. Oops, sorry about that. Ma'am, would you mind getting that for me? Thank you very much. Hey, they got a little pool. Look at that. They got a little outdoor pool. Kind of neat. Okay, we will continue on. We will continue on with our tour. You will see that there are some side roads that kind of go up into the fields, up into woods. Please explore them as you wish. This one would kind of go up in here through the grasslands, through our 42 and what have you. So do that as well. Coming through here, this is just going to go up with the map here one more time. We're on the bottom part of the map making our... oh, we're actually going counterclockwise. Did I say clockwise? Counterclockwise. And then we're going to come back here, past a little town section. There's a couple sell points there, so we'll check that out. Another thing I'm going to point out to you that you are going to see fish. If you want to see fish, you can see fish. You stand on the bridge long enough, you will see fish swim by. Up by the other sell point, I could see them pretty clear. But if you even if you jump in the water, they can get to you right in front of the face. So if you stand here long enough, eventually you will see a fish. And perhaps up at the other sell point there, I saw them pretty clearly. You can see them, but they swim the creek. On the right is the end of the map, and there's a big fence there, so that's kind of cool. You know what we should do? Let's just check out this field here real quick. This field here is number 24, 4.74 hectares, 384,000. So they are spendy. Compared to like Lone Oak, they're spendy. Some spendy fields. You betcha. Without hitting the pickup, we'll just continue on. The other thing I like about this map is the change in elevation from gradual to pretty steep. You know, you kind of go up and roads curve around. I really like that. I like the change of elevation. It is certainly not flat by any means. Pulling it down here, you can see you do have a gas station here. Coming around the back. The Goldcrest Valley strip mallish kind of thing I like. And then you come in here with Tower. Is this Tower Grains? No, this is Mother Earth. I'm sorry, this is Mother Earth. I kind of like this. You got a scale here, so you'd come across, and this is a cool building, nice big brick building. But the added features, the added detail into it, make it stand out than other maps. And here would be your sell point for Mother Earth, your potatoes and your sugar beets. So that is kind of neat. Just kind of drive through here. You know, you got nuggets, you got equipment laying around. I like how this brick wall here got the moss growing. I mean, the detail into that is pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. You know, there's just certain things that people like about a map. And then you'd have an outweight scale, which way it should be. Here you have more of your town center. You got the Goldcrest Arcade. You got the bank, got the garden center, ATM machine. I don't know if anybody has ever used the ATM machine, but that'd be interesting to know. Massey Motors there in the corner, which is interesting because it serves no purpose. Frosty Delights, all kinds of stuff. But you do have the spinnery, which is right here. So you'd pull into the back here, and might be a little tricky getting in and out of here. You have your wool sell point there. So that is that. So yeah, so that's pretty neat. There is a road there straight ahead. If I would take that, that would just cut through the trees. Kind of a shortcut where we're... Oh no, we do have to take that road. I'm sorry. I got a little confused there. Yeah, if you go right here, you go up there, just around the corner, you'd hit the imaginary wall. So you can't go any more that way. So we take this road, which is going to take us back north again, across the creek. creek, river, stream, however you want to describe it. And like I said, you would see fishes in there if you wait long enough. But I kind of found one to go find that's easy. Like I say, here you kind of can feel you're slowly gaining elevation, you know, and then it kind of stands out. Another big thing I like about this map is if you go into the woods, you can see big elevation changes in the woods. You have these little paths on the bottom, but look at this. I mean, you climb up the hill, there's big hills, and it just keeps going higher and higher up there. I really like that. It's not just a flat woods, it's a gradual hill, and it gets up to a peak, and even in here, you got little ridges, and that's the kind of the way, you know, I would assume that it would be. So I like that aspect to it. I like that a lot. Here you have a field on the right, which has got kind of a slope to it. So you're on a hillside kind of thing going down towards the stream. I mean, cool views too, going back there towards a little town section. Yeah, I like that. We'll just keep going here. We're gonna make this a little bit longer than it had to be, but I wanted to get everything, you know. I didn't want to forget something. Being that I had to wait this long to get the map downloaded, I want to make sure I got through it all. Now, when we get up here, we're going to go right down to the sell point, but I do want to point out a few things. If you go left, it's like a little side road that cuts back to the main road. Right in here, there are two little small fields that are cultivated. They're not marked or anything, so if you wanted to use them for potatoes, maybe, I can imagine you doing that. Feel free. Like I said, they're not marked on the map or anything, but they are there. So, yeah, go nuts. And if you took a right there, that just kind of meets up with the road again. Just a bunch of houses there, so we're not going to really go into detail there. But look at this. Now this I like. You got the two field entrances. Looking down, look at how it slopes down to the bottom there. I like that. I like that a lot. So we get up here. Now this I kind of like. It's like a, I don't know what the word would be, but here you have a little corner of the guardrail, and then you're going to slowly meet up to the other road here. Another water source there if you need it. You know, I've been walking around. So far I haven't seen any floating trees. I haven't seen fences on a place that kind of just go into the ground and disappear and end out of nowhere. There are some issues with some houses and some buildings placed that they're not level. They're either in the ground or they're above the ground. And you can go have a look at that. Maybe if I see one that stands out to me, I'll show you. Yeah, more houses down in here. A lot of houses. And a lot of the Goldcrest Valley buildings. There's the real estate office, a diner, in case you need it. And you come down here, this is Tower Grains, I believe. On the right, you kind of got a little pond. There's some boat rentals maybe there, whatever. But, like here, if you cross this bridge, it's a border. And you're eventually going to see, like, the no walking. It's kind of interesting, little icon there. But yeah, you can't go any farther than that. If you do want to see the fish, I'll just show you what the fish looks like. This is the easiest spot I found to see one. They're going to swim in here, and then if you actually jumped in the water, you could actually see it, because it actually kind of jumps over the rock. Now I suppose when I'm here, I'm not going to see a fish. I just want to see a fish. And for any of you fishermen, fisherwomen, fish experts out there, what kind of a fish is it? Is it a trout? I wanted to say trout, but I don't think it's a trout. But anyways, yeah. Why can't I see a fish? All I want to see is a fish, man. You can go down in the water here. Yeah. Nope. No fish. I saw them all the time when I came down here. It's like the fish just disappeared for some reason. Whoops. Oh well. It's just a fish swimming around. And then it looks weird because then it kind of gets out of the water. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm tempted to wait again for the fish, but I don't see one. Well, that was disappointing. That was disappointing. Okay, I'll be honest. I waited for the fish. There he is. Hello, fish. Hi, fishy. There you are. Hey, look at that, fishy. Yeah, fishy. Come on. Where are you going, fishy? Oh, got a little. Yeah, he doesn't look real happy. Looks like a mean fish. Oh, careful. Sorry. Okay. There's a fish. Yeah, now we saw the fish. We can get on with the tour. I just had to do the fish. I could not just not wait. Where did I put my pickup? There you are. Here we go. Okay. Into the sell point as we beat the car. You come in, you got a scale coming in here. You pull through here, you will dump off. Oh, easy there. You dump off there. This is a cool feature, but you can't get to it. It's like you're actually putting it onto a boat. And if I go in and show you my fancy power washer drone camera, here you can see there's the boat. You can't get to it though because of the wall. Like you're actually going to load onto a boat. And here's the pond here that we were just at. Yeah. So that's pretty cool how the boat and then the river, of course, would expand and go way off the map there. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's that. Hop back into the pickup here. Yeah, so you drop off there, and more detail here. Not just a plain old mill. You have buildings. It looks like it's actually working. You got things going on. People at work having a good old time. You have a scale coming out, and you are done, and you're on your way. That is pretty darn cool. That is the bottom corner of the map, or the upper corner of the map, so to say. So we just have to backtrack a little bit. Coming back here, going past the diner and the little road that we came in on, which is, whoa, did I want to go this way? No, that just goes down to some houses. I'm sorry. Yeah, there to the left is where we came in on. So you just keep going. You do have this thing, Boulevard Road, which is the road that the South Mountain Creamery is on. Pretty neat. Boulevard, coming into that, there's a sound speed limit 25 miles per hour. So you can see Mount Tabor Road, Boulevard Road. We'll eventually go this way, and this is going to go, and here's what I mean, if you look at some of the houses, it looks like some of it is sunken in the ground more than others. Some of them are floating a little bit. They're not quite touching the ground. This is a minor example. There are some bigger examples of them, but I can't think of any at the moment. But it is what it is. Coming through here, this is the store, and to the right is a huge placeable area, which is for your taking. There is no marker. It's not for sale. You have this huge area that you can do whatever. Whoa, pick up. Easy there. Whatever you want with it. So that is here. But coming into here is the dealership, basically specializing in Fent tractors, as you can see. If I would go straight there, it's just going to make a little bit of a loop, which we are going to continue to do. But first of all, we're going to pull into the dealership. Now, this is kind of cool. The detail that's gone into it. Here you can see BSM tractor, AGCO Fent. You do have some buildings over here that maybe you could use, a big area off to the side. When you go into the back here, you can see another building. It looks like it is up and running. Tractors leave something to be desired. Just do what you want with it. No other use back there. But when you come into the dealership here, yeah, you can walk in here. You can look around. They got stuff on display. Here it says parts and service, operating hours. Yeah, you can buy a tractor, a table saw, and a wheelbarrow, all in one trip. And some cattle equipment there, some chicken equipment there. Yeah, you can buy all kinds of stuff. Look at that, Fent, market share, security camera. Yeah, pretty cool. Too bad you couldn't get into the shop though. Nope, can't get into the shop. So that's what it is. Pretty cool. I like the added detail to it. It makes it feel like you're really walking in to buy something. You buy a bicycle even. Look at that. And a gold nugget. So that is the shop. Pretty nifty. That's all we can say about that. If you bought something, where does it go? That's a good question. Let's just buy something. What in the heck can we buy? Well, we can just buy a bucket. We'll buy a bucket, and we'll see where it goes if you bought it that way. Oh, there it is over there. So that is the shop. Pretty cool. I like this shop. I do. I like this shop a lot. There's my bucket that I just purchased, ready to go. Nifty. Nifty, nifty, nifty. Now, one thing I haven't heard, I don't know, if the gates do close at a certain time, because this has been closed, I haven't opened it. So I don't know. I don't know. Which the gate doesn't make any sense, because on this side you can just jump the rope there and get in, but it is what it is. Coming up here, another gradual incline. You come up here. This would be Goldcrest Pacific Grain, I believe. Yep, the stop, Goldcrest Pacific Grain, and the biogas plant. So here you come in, you know, more detail to it. It kind of makes it look more authentic. You got an outbound scale there. Here is your sell point right there. Pretty easy, self-explanatory. Nothing else to it. Coming around here, now I'll show you. If I take a left here, that's just this main road that we kind of came in on. But we're going to take the outside road. Straight ahead would be the end of the map. But if we kind of curve this way, you can see our little icon there. Now we're going to head back down towards the main farm. And on the way, we are going to see the biogas plant, which is basically just another ordinary biogas plant. I can't see anything that stands out to me about it. You know, more scales. You have got 2 big bunkers there. You know, that's about it. You do have some storage here if you wanted to put a payloader or something for storage here, skid steer, whatever, a tipper trailer. That is here. So here's your biogas plant. The interesting thing about it, there is a ramp in front of the digester. So if you wanted to check it out, if you can tip into it, that is something that you could probably maybe check out and see. But the ramp will go up. There you have it. You know, easy for wheel loaders to dump bales in there, but that's there. Pretty cool. So this road here is just kind of a back road. There's not much else on here. Just the outside of the map to the right. Whoa, rocks. And our delivery trucks. Our delivery trucks. They are all over the place, I tell you. All over the place. And what this is going to do is comes across some fields here. Back down into the main part of town. Or not the main part of town, but the main farm. The farm. The store. South Mountain Creamery. Past these little static cows that we've already seen. Right across from the chickens. And straight ahead will take us into the farm. If we go right, we got to go check out the sawmill. Here's another example I'm thinking of. No, that's not really a good one. There are a couple houses where the garage door is halfway in the ground. Stuff like that just kind of stands out when you walk around. Yeah, like there, it looks like the steps of the house are kind of overtaken by the ground. This building here looks like it's halfway in the ground. You know, just minor stuff like that. But other than that, I haven't really seen anything that really stands out to me. Here you have the sawmill. Did I go right past the sawmill? No, coming up to it. I thought I went past the entrance. Oh yeah, here we go. Right into here to the sawmill. There are some sound effects here too, I believe. Another scale. Boy, they do like their scales here. Wood chips there. And lumber around here. You do have a water tower there. That's pretty neat. Yep, nice big sawmill. Yep, a lot of detail into this. A lot of detail. Here'll be your logs. Another one of those texture issue fence. But yeah. Yeah, I wish they would fix that. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool work. I mean, it's a sawmill. We've all seen them. Nothing else here besides to sell your wood chips and your logs. Not like you're going to come to the sawmill and just spend time walking around it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, we come out of here, and we get back to here. Did I go the right way? Yes, we're just going to make a big loop around the outside here. You do have some forest in between here, the border on the right, and then we're going to come back in to the road where we started to leave on. Right here. So yeah, so that pretty much ends the whole tour. There are certain things that you can go and explore. Feel free to do that. Yeah, when we left the farm, we went right here, right down to the horses farm, which is right there. The only place that I haven't really taken you is coming up this way past the farm, which we'll do that and we'll close. But there, that is South Mountain Creamery. A lot of people, a real working operation, a real working farm. I read all about that in the beginning of the video, so if that interests you, go back and check out their website. Go do that. Oh, they're the ducks. Boy, the ducks are loud. So yeah. So that is the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you found it useful, entertaining. I don't know. I haven't come to a conclusion on this map yet. I don't know. I'm a little worried that if I played it, I would be bored after 10 days of playing it. But we'll have to wait and see on that. I did notice that when I finally got this downloaded and was taking a look at it, that it does have right now a 3.3 star rating, which is kind of interesting. This is a side road to the right here, that one that I told you about where the little thing is. We're going to go up here and end up where this last little bale sell point is in that field 29 that you own. But yeah, so anyways, if you've enjoyed it, give us a like. We would appreciate that very much. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do that as well. We would be very grateful for that. Am I at? Yeah, I'm at 29 here. Yeah, little house there. 29 is right here. So this is 29 right here. Another little farm back here. It's another little sell point. But that is field 29, which you do own. So you can go with that. It looks like there might be a fertilizer refill point here. Bale sell point. Well, I kind of ended the video and then I kept going. I'm sorry about that. Seed refill point. Storage here. And more storage here. I kind of found this interesting. Look at the floor. Is not even. It heaves up there in the corner. I wish that would have been flat. Especially if I wanted to use this as a farm and put bales in here maybe. So yeah. You know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, there you go. That is it. That is the map. Thank you very much. I've already said all this stuff, so I don't need to go into that anymore. But anyways, we'll end it there. Now I'm kind of, yeah, that's it. I covered everything. So that's what it is. Check it out. Go download it. Check it out for yourself. You probably have now by now. I mean, this has been out for the whole day here. But we'll see. You know, a lot of other maps are coming out. So it's hard. You have that new map, itis, where you want to get on a map and you want to play it, but you're just not quite sure. But just keep in mind there are other maps coming. There's an Italian map, the De Terra Italica. There's the Hill of Slovenia, which we won't go there. And what else? The Upper Lustasa. Yeah. So there's all kinds of other maps coming out. Go check them and check this out. But anyways, that's it. From South Mountain Creamery, the new map out today by BlackSheep Modding. FARMERMINN telling you, have yourself a great day.